talking.
Hello, my finest friends, and welcome to Series 3 of Twitch of Fun. We've been recommissioned. Ian Twitch said he'd give us another run. He said he wasn't very happy with how's it going. He said as long as the numbers hit, the low thousands, we could carry on. Currently, 41 viewers in watching live. So that's that's excellent, though, isn't it? So he said we had to pare back. We had to get rid of all the zany characters. There's 100 apparently. It's fine. Oh, it's jumped up to 100. 100 people. It feels like a very, very long time since we've done this, and I don't fully remember what it is. But let's just have. So I've got green hair. That's kind of exciting, and let's just have some fun. It's a sideways look at the news. I remember that much. Ian Twitch says I've got to get rid of all the monkeys, the carrots, all that stuff, the bollocks. He said it should just be me, Richard Herring. Sideways look at the news. We'll change that graphic when we get some time. We haven't. I thought we might take some time off, and I'd write some sketches and film some sketches and get lots of other people on board. But I've just been eating crisps. Oh, I've written a book about my testicle. I don't know if you know, I lost a testicle last year. Didn't really mention it. So we'll just hopefully we can get up into the low thousands of viewers, and we will be back next week. I was really banking on there being another pandemic lockdown. I mean, the pandemic's still going on, but they won't lock down anymore. And this is exactly the kind of entertainment the world needs. But in a post-pandemic world, who is a man sitting in an attic taking a sideways look at the news, maybe talking to a 130-year-old ventriloquist dummy? Is that entertainment? I'm not sure anymore. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I've missed it. I've missed you guys. I've missed looking at the news in a sideways. I haven't really been watching the news, so I don't know what's been going on because I haven't been doing this. But I'm sure we haven't missed any big stories. And if we had, we could just do them all now, couldn't we? Because that would count. So I haven't prepared anything. This one's just a little dress rehearsal to get us back into the mood. Love to see you all. Thanks for coming along. Ian Amundsen's in the rude agent in the chat room. Agent 808, our old friend. Andy McH is there, isn't he? Probably. And they're all there. Bethany's there, of course she is. 131 people. Well, I better fuck it up my game. So I expect we'll get some visits from Ali, maybe from Sally, the popular character. Maybe Conspiracy Theo will keep no ice name out of your fucking mouth. What are you doing? Keep your no what? Conspiracy Theo. No, Sally, keep no ice name out of your fucking mouth. You can't do a bit based on the Oscars, Ali, because that was like about a month and a half ago or something. Would it be only funny to say that if this was the week of the keep no ice name? Well, your wife could be in the next Chucky film. She could be Chucky in the next. Keep no ice. Do you not know my wife suffers from being not eaten ventriloquist Johnny? How dare you do jokes like that? I'm a comedian. It's my job to do jokes. Keep no ice. What are you doing? What are you coming up here? You can't do. You've come from the wrong side. You can't do stuff about the Oscars. We're a topical show. You can't do, and everyone's done. It's not enough. Is it enough just to say a thing that happened in the news? And yeah, that's enough, Richard. That's all they want. Look at them, the idiots. They'll laugh it up. I'm linking at it. I'm linking it to you fucking idiots, as I say it. So done it, Dodger. Ooh, I'm chickeny. I'm chickeny. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Woohoo isn't yours. No, it's not. Sorry. What else do you say? And cleadagging. Yeah, no one likes the same trays. I can't remember any of the things you did. Well, it's good, Richard. Blank slate. What slate? A blank slate. Oh, blank slate. Yeah, a blank slate. I practically said blank. I can say these. You can say these. Yes, I can say these, and I can say these. You can say D's and you can say D's. I can say blank, 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 blankety-drank, blankety-drank, doo-doo, blankety-drank, blankety-drank, hoo-hoo. He got a suit-a-nutchkin, 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 blankety-drank. These do seem to be able to say letters. Did we pre-record that so you could say that without me moving my lips? No, Richard, you just maintain the ability to the fantastic ventriloquist still, and I knee I'm a little drunk. Oh, I'm winking at it. Sit on it. Was there anything else you said? I don't think so. I think you covered in that other thing there. I've done a little song with these in it. With these in it. These like the I want to dee and dizzy dizzy dee. You better when you sing, aren't you? Being just as dizzy as a deacon, jumping in the toilet, looking at the turds, trying to have sex with all the little birds. I mean, is that a euphemism for young women? No, actual birds. Right in their cloaca, Richard, that's how I like it. Vaginal and anal sex all at once, right in the cloaca, doesn't matter to me if they're a boy or a girl. And very 21st century. Hello. Yes, it's good to be back. Well, I wasn't anticipating any of this. You are a burster. I mean, I was struggling a little bit. Ian Twitch has expressly asked. What, Ian Twitch? He recommissioned. You guys got it on the recommission, Richard. It's very interesting. He recommissioned us, but on the understanding that there would be no... They didn't want any puppets in the show. No puppets? Doesn't he understand what the show's all about? I don't think he does understand what the show's all about, but he's the money man. He puts in the big bucks to make us do this. That's why we've got 145 people watching this right now. It's very exciting. You didn't used to get like 2 or 3 million on this to Sun. Yeah, I did get that. I did get 2. Well, it wasn't just me. You think the other ones... You got most of the... Do you think there are like 145 people watching the U and all the rest watching everyone else in it? Yeah, probably Sally Phillips. She was in Fist of Fun. It's a bit weird, isn't it? What, you having your ex-girlfriend's face on your T-shirt? Well, I suppose it is when you put it like that. We're ostensibly friends now. Are you? When did you last see us? For a couple of years ago, but we at Bristol, the Slapstick Festival. So do you hang out a lot? No, we don't want to talk about that. I'm married to somebody else now. It's a long time ago, but it's a bit weird having her on my T-shirt. Stephen Mangan, I've had a relationship with him. Buster Keaton, yeah, I had sex with Buster Keaton towards the end of his life. Didn't you die? You thought you were the one? I don't know. He might have been dead. It's show business. We're allowed to have sex with dead bodies if we want. We're given the keys. They say, we're just giving you the key. You do what you want. If you want to go in and embalm them and stuff, that's fine. Or just look after them. Or if you want to fuck them, you're a celebrity now. Here's the key. You get your own mortuary. You decide. You can just go and clean up in the mortuary. Is this true? Yeah, this is how it was in the BBC back in the 90s. They gave you a key to a mortuary. If Buster Keaton wasn't alive when I was, maybe I had sex with his corpse. I've had sex with Charlie Chaplin, Tim Vine, David Mitchell. I've not have yet to make love with. Ronnie Ancona. I would have. She was lovely. I would love to have. All right, but me and Ronnie are just friends. Well, you need to sexually objectify it. Well, that's what we were doing with all the people on the T-shirt. Hold on. Did somebody say fucking Buster Keaton? Woohoo! No, they didn't really. Good to have you back, though, Cocky Carrot. I thought Cocky Carrot was one of the characters who bit the dust, but still here. Still being cocky, still being a carrot. Woohoo! Did someone say still? Like a penis can sometimes be. And it's not renowned for its stillness. It's just a T-shirt I put on. It doesn't. Well, I think it's very weird, Richard. You got that T-shirt on. I think you are. Well, it's not. It's a lot. It's another life, that Fist of Fun time. This is a new life for me. I've got my own TV studio here. Yes, you could call it that. And I've got my family downstairs. I love very much. We've been married for 10 years. Have you? Yeah, my wife and I should celebrate our 10th wedding. Oh, Neil and my wife have been together 130 years. Yeah, when you were married I guess, have you ever been officially married? There's never been a ceremony, so to speak, Richard, that, we're common law, man and wife. That means that I have not made any promises. If any young lady then Lucas Dunleys are watching, I am free to neat up and, ooh la la, I'm very good at wanking people off, aren't I, Richard? Well, I wouldn't say very good, but you've done it. We could officially marry you. I'm sure Conspiracy Theo, or whatever the Scottish one was he called? The Scottish one? Jockey McTavish or something, probably. What was he called? I don't know, Richard. I don't know. Maybe the Looney Bird. Looney Bird could marry. I don't think Looney Bird's coming that. Maybe Marvin the Monkey. Marvin the Monkey's not coming there, Richard. It's a new rule. It's a chance to sweep away all the shit. Marmite Lid's gone, isn't he? He went. We just got to move with the times. Come up with new characters. Well, I haven't come up with any new characters. Well, just me then. Just you got me. Look, we've already done 10 minutes, so not that. Not bad. It's fun. It is nice to see you again. I've missed you saying that. How long have I been away? I don't know. I was last. You just took me away. I've been in the docks. How did you know about all the Oscar stuff? Oh, that still gets into stories like that still come through, Richard. That I didn't know how. Was it in 100 years? Looks like it on your face. It's been 2 months. You look a lot fatter. I've put on a little weight. I've been ill. I haven't been able to exercise. I'm going to try and pull it back together again. Yeah, it's all that hard work you did last year. Always did. You're still going to die. Yeah, I am still going to die at some point. We'll see. We'll see what the snooker paraphernalia. Oh, what was that? Snooker paraphernalia. Was that you beeping? I think it was just you, Richard. Shall we look at some news stories? No, I think this is lovely. I think you just sing the Glankety-Glank theme tune. It's Glankety-Glank. Here comes your host, Terry Gogan, or Lily Savage, or who else did it? Rolf Harris? Did he do it? I don't think Rolf did it. Jimmy Savile? No, I don't think Jimmy ever did it. Shane Ritchie? No, he did Jimmy. He did Jim will fix it. That's probably a bit of a albatross around his neck now. Well, whoever did it. Les Dawson, did he do it? I don't think so. There was someone else who did Blankety-Blank. 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 Blankety. I was drinking beer while you were singing that song. It was amazing. Blankety-Blank. 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 Glankety-Glank. Yeah, it's becoming more Glankety-Glank now. That makes more sense. Let's have a look at the big news story this week is. Here we go. Adrian Charles, been on RHLSTP, very, very charming and funny guest on RHLSTP. I'm sure you'll remember him. I have a urinal in my flat and it's changed my life, so why are people appalled? Well, yeah, because it's fucking awful, isn't it? I was just in a toilet yesterday. Oh, you Richard, I was in a public toilet. Oh, yes, here we go. Here come the revelations. Albert Steptoe. Old, what's his face? Jason, what's his thing? Adam, was that him? I don't know who it was. No, I was in Starbucks toilet and I noticed they had a crescent toilet seat. Oh yeah, and I thought that people, it's the toilet seat with a little hole so guys can wee standing up supposedly into the little hole and not get wee on the toilet seat. I don't think that's a way to go. Ian Starbucks. It encourages men. What you need to do, men need to lift the seat up or sit down. Those are the real two options for men. Really, guys, you should be sitting down. Most of you miss the toilet entirely, or at least a bit, and I'm as guilty as anyone here. But we should be encouraging men to either sit down or lift the toilet seat. We shouldn't be saying, "Yeah, it's fine. Go on, give it a crack. There's a little hole here. Give it a go. What's the worst that can happen?" Because they'll piss all over the seat. So I don't know if this is Adrian Chiles. He's an unusual fellow. I like him, and he's that girl in the one show, wasn't he? He was, but there was nothing going on. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what she said. You can't do David Brent's, whatever his face is. Isn't that Michael Scott? Yeah, right. Clever clocks. I know all the things you don't know. It's this guy. A lot of people having a go at him just because he's marrying the editor of The Guardian. But I don't mind that he's marrying the editor of The Guardian. He's got a column in The Guardian. He had the column first. His column has always been like this, to be fair. And what surprises me is that the editor of The Guardian is sexually attracted to a man with a urinal in his house. That's what I can't get. The editor of The Guardian, the classiest paper in the world, Adrian Charles comes up going, oh, what should I write about this week? I've got a urinal in. Do you think people should say what's the most unusual thing you've seen in someone's house? Richard, I was born in the 1890s. I still didn't even have toilets in the house in those days. Not only very toshy, we had to go and piss in a bucket down the back of the lanes. That's what we had to do. You had to do that, did you? Oh, yeah. I needed a piss or a shit. What do you shit? I shit like any man, Richard. I shit human feces like any man. Okay. It's incredible that Adrian, out of all the people in the world, the editor of The Guardian could fall in love with. There's something about Adrian Charles. Do not tell me there isn't. Don't you tell me. Look at his little cheeky Birmingham face. Look at him. He's got you right. He's, he must have said, yeah, come back to my place. First time he got off of the editor of The Guardian, you went back then. Yeah, come back to my place. Yeah, let's put some nice music on. I've got that. Let's have a drink of wine. Oh, I just need to go to the toilet, Adrian. Oh yeah, sure. It's in there. Just go in there. Adrian, there seems to be a urinal in your toilet. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I'll do it. Can you do impressions like that's right? Yes. Are you doing the low-cut lead? No, I'm doing Adrian Charles. That's right, Catherine Viner. Yeah, you lost it, Richard. It was going. That's right. I've got a urinal in my. You can move your lips, Richard. You're doing an impression. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Catherine Viner. I've got a urinal in my bathroom. It's under my West Bromwich Albion stained glass, and yeah, I like to wee in there. I like to go for a wee in there. That's what That's what. This is quite a good impression, Richard. Well, it's not very good. It's a good impression of someone vaguely from the Black Country area of the Midlands. It's not that. It's not that, Richard. Not that. Oh, yeah, come on in. Wee in the. You can wee in the toilet. I've got a normal toilet for girls. Well, it's gone, Richard. It's gone. And I'll get it back. Yeah, no, I've got urinal. Go on. You can wee in the urinal, or it's gone Liverpool, Richard. It was going well. I was going well until you started critiquing it. Critiquing it. You can't even speak. I was doing a good impression of. But imagine going. You can. Oh yeah. Now, do you want to come into the bedroom and have some sexual intercourse with me now, Catherine Viner? You can move your lips. I know. Do you want to come into the bedroom and we have to? What have you got in there, Adrian? Have you got a Corby Prowser dress in there as well? What else have you got in there? Have you got like a bed from the Premier Inn in your house? No, I just why not have a urinal? It's a good thing. It's a good thing to have, isn't it? So well, I was very interested, Richard. I'll give it 3 out of 10 for attempting. It was just I just improvised a scene. I haven't prepared anything, and that was taintily obvious. It was taintily obvious, Richard. It was taintily obvious. I know, maybe it's not a bad idea. Maybe a little. You're right. I think, Adrian, I'm a big fan of yours. I like you very much. You're very, very funny on my podcast and a lovely guy. I'd say don't get urinal. Sit down. But what I would encourage all men to do, and I don't do this enough, is sit down on the toilet to urinate. That's all you there at home. If you take one thing home from this week's episode of Twitch of Fun, it's back, Series 3. Let it be that you should sit down on the toilet and you find yourself needing the toilet. Don't the urinal in your bathroom. Just sit onto the toilet and let it pee. Let it pee. Are you saying let it be or let it pee or let it gee? Let it pee. I'm saying let it pee, Richard. It's a joke. Let it thee and let it pee. So let it D and let it T. No, let it. I changed let it thee. You changed let it gee. No, let it thee. Let it D. I have changed let it thee. Let it thee. Oh, let it be. Yeah, I changed it to let it T. You've changed let it D to let it T. I changed let it thee to let it T. To let it tea. Tea, like tea, the tarot. T for tarot. Tarot. T the TD. Oh, that's clever. So so you've changed let it be to let it pee. Yeah. When I find myself with a full old bladder, I go to the toilet in my house, and then I do in the urinal and let it pee. Always sit down to go to the toilet. That's my advice. Yeah. Are you trying to do an anthem? Are you trying to do a charity single for you to help you with your cause? I'm just improvising it like you. I don't let it go at me. I'm not having a go. You know, you're doing well. Do you think Paul McCartney will mind us nicking his tune for that? It's a good cause, Richard. It's a very good cause, and I'm sure that he will let us have let it thee and change it to let it tea. I can't understand what you're saying. I thought you were getting good at P's and B's. So you know what I'm saying? You know I'm trying to say a T and a D. I just don't think you can charge people for this. We're not charging, are we? Oh no, maybe we're not. We are, because Agent 808 has just subscribed at tier 1. That's actual money. They've subscribed for 6 months. They're giving us actual money. Is anyone checking this account? I don't know if Chris Evans has looked at it. We weren't making very much, so I just stopped asking people. But please do use your Amazon subscriptions. Don't put your actual money into this. Use your Amazon subscriptions. You can give it to us, but just give it to somebody on Twitch. We don't need it for this particularly. You know, this funny background doesn't come free. Adrian Charles there. He has a urinal in his house. That's the. What's he got? What else has he got? What else has he got, Richard? What else has he got? Has he got a what? Has he got a has he got one of those machines to dry your swimming trunks that they had at the swimming tools? That's a good call. Have you got one of those, Adrian? At the has he got hair dryers that are plugged into the wall? There, that's another gym one, yeah. Has he got the swimming pool? That's not so good. Has he got a little bath in the floor that he has to walk through so he doesn't get the rucas? He may have that in his bathroom just as he goes in, so you just dip your feet in. That you could walk around, couldn't you? And then the kids, you'd just jump over, or you'd walk around it on the edge, and you wouldn't put your feet in because it was disgusting. Who remembers the 70s? That was what the 70s was like. How do you know so much about the 70s? I was alive in the 70s. You weren't going swimming, though, were you? If you went swimming, we wouldn't be talking to you now. Because you'd be floating around in chlorine and just all, I might be able to go through a swim. Dyson Airblade. Has he got a Dyson Airblade? Good one. That's sorry, I should quote Instator_IE. Good one. Has he got a Dyson Airblade? Has he got a hand? And I won't do the Dyson Airblade. Has he got like a hand dryer? You put your hands underneath. That's a good, Richard. You don't have to pay them for anything. I don't have to pay them for their idea, and I've just changed it, and now it's my idea. That's what. Has he got a bidet urinal? What about a bidet urinal? Asking for a friend. That's not good. The scruff with a cat. So that's the main news of the. There's not been much going on while we've not been on air. So the Oscars, Richard. You keep knowing I know that you're talking now. You being Will Smith? Yeah, that's my impression of Will Smith. I'm cheeky. Woohoo! Oh, sit on it, daughter. I think we had other catchphrases, didn't we? No, I just want to fuck your mum. Stop. That's why we stopped this. I'm remembering now why we stopped doing this. Don't you like me talking about fucking your mum, Richard? No, I don't. She's an 85-year-old woman. She's 84, Richard. She's nearly 85. I'm not sick. I wouldn't have sex with an 85-year-old. I want a nice, right, juicy 84-year-old. It's still disgusting because you're still like, 46 years older than her. So that's, that's when you were born. When she was born, you were 46. So that's disgusting. You can talk. My wife's just 13 years younger than me. That's not that bad. Let's move on to something else. Oh, I should say Netflix is in trouble. They're losing a lot of. This is just a little, just in case Ian Netflix is watching. Yeah, I understand Netflix is in trouble. You know what you need? Get the subscriptions back. You can't even get anyone to subscribe to your rubbish. He doesn't know that. I'm trying to sell it to him. You could sign up. We'll do a daily show on Netflix for probably half the cost of making a series of The Crown. So per year. So just get in touch. Give us a ring if you fancy. Will you do that? Yeah, I want some dig docs, and I want some sexy young ventriloquist dummies, and part I do need if I'm going to do it. Yeah. What do you need? I'll give you anything you want if you want. Yeah, anything. Yeah, you can have anything you want. If you sure that there's anything you can have any. If Ian Netflix gives us a deal, and and it's going to be half the Crown budget. Yeah. You can. The sky's the limit. You can have anything you want. Well, Richard, what I want to do is for that to happen. I won't do it unless I have one night with your mum. How did I not see that coming? I don't know how you didn't see it coming, Richard. I thought it was pretty obvious what was going to happen. I didn't see it coming, and I promised him anything. So fine. I think if we give Mum like £1 million, she probably won't mind. You reckon? I don't really want to think. I don't really like the idea of. Well, you are thinking about it. I'm not. It's only because you put it in my mind, and that's not really how this has worked, has it? If you think about it, I am not thinking about it. That's the whole point. Anyway, Ian Netflix. My phone's always on. Here it is. Just ring it. You've got the number. It's annoying in the early days of Netflix. So yeah, genuinely in the early days of Netflix. They had a couple of my stand-up shows on, and there was someone who was a big fan of me at Netflix, and they emailed me and said, "Oh, if you've got any other ideas, I think Netflix are looking to expand a bit from just being." I think I sent it to my manager. Nothing really happened. I wonder what's going on in that universe where I went, "Oh, sure, yeah, let's." You want to make this? I wonder if I'll be talking to a 130-year-old ventriloquist dummy. Or sitting in a jacuzzi with... I can't even think of someone sexy anymore. That's how old I am. With somebody sexy. Let's move on. Since I had my ball cut off. This is the other big story. That's not much news going on, but the big story. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard are... They're divorcing, and I think they've divorced already. They're in court because love can turn sour, my friends, can't it? Oh yes, it can. You should talk to my wife, Sally. I keep her name out of your fucking mouth. No, I don't know how to say it. Okay, I'm not allowed to say it. Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. Well, it's in your mouth, not my mouth. I know, so it's fine. It's been difficult out of the 130 years keep things going. That I suppose love will find a way. That sometimes love finds a way to things to go very, very wrong, Richard. And the first indication of that usually is somebody shitting on the dead. That's usually the case. One of the tarties, or those are the tarties. Sometimes you can do that in a loving relationship, and people will enjoy it. I don't know anything about that. That is, you come home and you find your partner's shut on the dead. That's probably the beginning and the end of Love's Young Dream. That's what I think. Interesting if I've got this story. I don't think I've got this story. Oh yeah, there it is. This is the Daily Mirror. Take us through the story, Richard. Johnny Depp. At the end of the story, so I'll go to the beginning. Johnny Depp has spoken about the infamous Poogate in which human fecal matter was found on the sheets of his bed, and he accused ex-wife Amber Heard of being responsible. Let's read on. Johnny Depp has spoken of the moment that human fecal matter, in inverted commas, was found on the sheets of his bed, because maybe it wasn't. The 58-year-old actor has recorded his reaction to discover when testifying in the court in his $50 million libel trial. Fuck. Wow, that's a lot of money, isn't it? Yeah, you should, if you want to make some money, why not marry Johnny Depp and then break up with him under a cloud and then start suing each other? Yeah, I think that would be a good way of making money. Maybe just marrying Johnny Depp and staying married to him and being nice to him, doing whatever he wants, and then just say, can I have £1 million to make him a puppet show? And he'll go, yeah, I really love your puppet show. He's probably watching. He likes a lot. He likes UK comedy, doesn't he? Hi Johnny, we're on, I'll wait to see the result before I decide whose side I'm on. But thanks for watching. If you're watching Amber Heard, then that's, as long as you don't start shitting anywhere. Amber's 35. She is a 23 years younger. Disgraceful. 23 years younger. That's your sort of territory. Disgusting. And 13 years. Anything over 13 years, I think, is disgusting. 13 years, fine. He told the court she'd been to the Coachella Music Festival in 2016. That's the first sign things are going wrong. And he had to gone back to their Los Angeles home. I just remembered I've got to keep moving you when you're like, yeah, that's right. You know, if my blinking eyes worked, I'd be blinking all the way through this. They don't work. Maybe one day they'll work, Richard. Maybe. He went home to pick up a few items. I guess he had an argument with Amber on her birthday. Ooh. Johnny told court that when he arrived, the security had warned him about going into the bedroom. He said the security guard, Sean Bett, had showed him a photograph of their marital bed. Johnny told the court, on my side of the bed was human fecal matter. I laughed. It was so outside. It was so bizarre and so grotesque, I could only laugh. I think I'd have gone, that's what some poo. Not the worst thing that's happened to me. I've seen the poo of all of my family, probably. Probably had to handle some of it on all of them, and the dogs. Our dog and the cat. Myself, mainly. I've had to handle a lot of my own poop. Depp has previously he's accused her. Hied has denied it, blaming the mess on her teacup Yorkshire Terriers. I lived with those dogs for many years, Depp said. That did not come from a dog. It just didn't. And there's a big difference between a human piece of human fecal matter, even a tiny piece, and the poo that would come out of a teacup Yorkshire Terrier. I mean, don't keep terriers in a teacup. That would be my real issue with this. But people speculating: is it Amber Hied's poo? Is it the poo of a dog? You know, does it matter? We all have accidents. We've all had accidents. Don't say you haven't, because you have. And, you know, some of us have had on purposes as well. Anyway, hopefully they'll sort it out, and Love's Young Dream will get back. That's my dream for you, Johnny Depp and Amber Hied. Let's move on to some royal news. A great sense of humour. Well, what makes the Queen laugh? It's that joke, isn't it? Which joke? The joke. The joke. What? Which one? The one from The Office? Oh, the one that Ricky Gervais says in The Office. Yeah. It's bigger than a toaster. It's, can I put it in my mouth? What is it? Yeah. Okay. No, we don't want to. It's not Ricky Gervais's joke, but it's an old joke. That's the kind of thing she likes. Just things with punchlines, slightly racist punchlines. I don't think so. What do you think she laughs at? I think she laughs at very, very tall people falling over. Do you think so? Or just very, very tall people? I think she just probably, if I was the Queen, I looked out my window and saw someone very tall. I was sitting there drinking champagne and dramdouille and had servants looking after me and putting my clothes on, and I had 16 castles. And I looked out my window like good King Wenceslas, and I saw some little man gathering winter fuel. I reckon I'd fucking piss myself. Wouldn't you? How the fuck did this happen? What have I done to deserve this? This is fucking hilarious. Look at that little cunt. Please don't swear. We're trying to get on Netflix. They love it. They love it when comedians go too far. I don't like trans people. I think they're wrong. You don't think that? I don't think it, Richard. I love everyone. Well, I hate everyone, really. I treat everyone the same. That if you're going to get on Netflix, that's what you have to say. So say it. Say all the terrible things. Oh, no, I've been cancelled, and consequently can only talk to all the people on Netflix about everything that's going on. Yeah, I think I got cancelled a long time ago. I just didn't notice it happening. No one told. I mean, it's worse to be cancelled and not to be told, isn't it? And just carry on, and then people go, "Oh, he doesn't even know he's been cancelled." Yeah, he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know. You know, Catherine, he doesn't even. You lost it then, didn't you? I have. I was going to do Adrian Charles. Catherine, I was watching Richard Herring on Twitch of Fun last night. He doesn't even know. It's gone again. Shut up. He doesn't even know he's been cancelled. He thinks he's not been cancelled. Yeah, John Lennon. You think you're doing Liverpool? I think I was closer. And George Harrison. And the quiet one. Why are you closing your mouth? I don't know. I'm just got used to closing my mouth. Don't try out different accents. I think this is what the Queen. I think the Queen laughs at Your Majesty if you're watching. I think Sit Down Jim might secretly be Queen Elizabeth II. That's her kind of zany sense of humour. If you're watching, Your Majesty, if this is what you find funny, I mean, she's really laughing there. Look at her laughing her little head off. I love the Queen. I do love the Queen. I love this picture. Someone did a funny thing, put two castles at the end of that as well. If they, put the work in, put the bishops and King next to her. That would be that's a nice joke. But there is something like, for some reason, it makes me feel like even though horses are big, it somehow feels like those horses are tiny. She's a little magical elf character. Happy 96th birthday, anyway, Your Majesty. And we've got a very special guest here to wish you a happy birthday. Shall I just sit down here? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome, I think he's still the Duke of York somehow. Here he is. Didn't think he would be. Yeah, it's former Prince Andrew, the Duke of York. How are you doing? Hello, Richard. Yes, it's lovely to be back. You're not at your grandmother's birthday party tonight? No, not your grandmother, your mother's. No, Richard. I couldn't go because I had to go to Lidl to do the weekly shop. And I always do it on a Thursday, Richard, at this time. Do you? Because you're often on this show. Yeah, I always do it. And so I couldn't make the celebration this year. But it's all going pretty well for me. I think you'll find this year, through the innocent, all accusations, they'd gone away finally. And let's just get on with this Diamond Jubilee year and celebrate the fantastic life and work of my nun, and also me. There she is, looking after two tiny horses. She's only 1 inch tall, Richard. Have you seen this story about your mum? To celebrate your mum, they're turning into a Barbie. Oh yes, I did actually quite enjoy. I've lost it. I did quite enjoy this. When it was where it was in the it's in the Telegraph. I'll just get it for you. Just take your time, don't worry. A spokesman for toy company Mattel said since 1959, the Barbie's brand purpose has been to inspire the limitless potential in every girl and remind them that they can be anything. So it's nice to remind all the little girls out there that one day they could be the Queen of England. If they buy that doll and look at it, that does tell you. She does. It's quite a flattering representation of Nina. Yeah, I mean she does look quite. It's a sort of younger version. Even though she's wearing old woman's clothes and has an old woman's hair, she has got a younger face. I have to say, Richard, I find it slightly offensive. Do you? Yeah, I don't think any royal member of the family, should be depicted in puppet form. I think that in the doll form, that is inappropriate. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter for you so much, does it? Because you're not a member of the royal family anymore. It does count for me. If anyone tries to make a little doll of me, I'd be fucking furious. I don't think Mattel are going to make a doll of you, mate. I don't think it's going to be a Prince Andrew Barbie. Well, there better not be, because I will not countenance anybody making a representation in the. I'm very much like Muhammad and the God of the Bible. I don't believe anyone should make statues or representations or pictures of me in any way. I mean, there are some other ways you like many deities, I suppose, but let's not get into those sticky waters. But she's nice. She is nice looking, Richard. My mum, when she was younger, like 17, 16. Very, very attractive woman. And if I could go back in time like Marty McFly and fuck her, I fucking would, but I can't. Not allowed, is it? Well, by the laws of physics. Yeah, not. Stephen Hawking says it's impossible to go back in time. Yeah. If I could, look at her. Look at her. Filthy little minx. That's your mum you're talking about. Sit on it. Don't you start. Don't you start. Anyway, you know, if I could, I think we all would, wouldn't we, Richard? No, I don't think we would. You all wanted sex with it. I'm not. I don't. It's Ali's saying that stuff, and it makes me very upset. I think every man, you know, the Edith story. We all want to have a little go. Well, not now. They're old and disgusting. Over 20. When they were young. No one would do that. Martin, that's the idea, isn't he? He didn't do it. It was Michael J. Fox. He loved it. It wasn't really him. You know, there isn't you can all say you're not the same as me. All men are the same as me, Richard. They're all like me. In that, if they had my situation, they'd do everything I did. And if they could travel back in time and fuck the Queen when she was 17 years old, they absolutely fuck every single man out there would do it. Just for the story. I don't think I wouldn't. Your Majesty, if you are still watching, I'm sorry for what your son is saying. It's been a hard enough time for you as it is this last couple of years. If I could travel back in time and have sex with anyone, I wouldn't have sex with you. Not that sounds like an insult. Out of respect, I wouldn't. You'd have sex with your son, wouldn't you? I wouldn't go back and have sex with my mum either. You think you'd have it now? I was just. She was very pretty, but that's not. Still wouldn't want to because, you know, because it's horrible. Stop. Why are we talking about this? I don't know. You brought it up. I didn't bring it up. You brought it up. I think everyone would like to have sex with the Queen. Well, you know, I might have sex with her now. Now she's a grown up. If you're watching, Your Majesty, she's single again. And it's your right, as the Queen, to take your pick. Even married men, you can say, you know, it's he's married to you, but I'm the Queen, so, you know, bad luck. And you have that right, Queen Elizabeth. Yeah. All right. You going to go? Yes, I'm going to go now. I've got to go to... where are you going to go? Have you thought of a different place to go? No. Want to think of a different restaurant? I think I've done them all. I'm going to go to Oaxaca. Oaxaca? Yeah, don't think you've done that one. No, I don't think I've been to Oaxaca in Wardour Street. I'm going there. Oh yeah, okay. Well, that's quite. I think a prince would go. That's pretty posh. Yeah, it's nice. So see that anyone's down in Oaxaca? Come on, let's go. Keep my nun's name out of your fucking mouth. We can't keep doing that. That's about too old a reference to keep on doing. Oh. Well, we're nearly at the end of the show. Are we? Yeah, on this side. You go on this side. He goes on that side. Just trying to remember. We're nearly the end. Are we? No, we're not. We've got loads more to get through. That was Prince Andrew. They didn't play his little theme tune, but, you know, don't want to give him the oxygen of publicity. I was going to say this, that Sir David Attenborough has been named Champion of the Earth by the UN, so well done. That's a little nice... That's a nice little story. It's a nice little story for David Attenborough. He's not the champion of the earth. I'm the champion of the earth. I'm the champion of the earth. You're not the champion of the earth. It's the same thing. He can't be the champion of the earth because I'm the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. I thought we'd got rid of this guy. What's going on? I'm the king of the world. I thought he divided into two and fought each other and died. I'm the king of the world. Don't look at me because I'm the king of the world. I like to be the king of the world. I'm better than David Attenborough because he's just a champion of the earth. I am the king of the world. And after the not, I'm the king of the world. Oh, gee, this is terrible. Shut up. I'm the king of the world. Hello, everyone. It's me. It's the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. Hello. How you doing that all night? What happened to the king of the universe? There wasn't any king of the universe. That was just a dream that you had in the shot, and then you came out the shot, and it was just me, the king of the world, the king of the universe. That's not a thing. The king of the world, that's a thing, and that also, I'm the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. It's going to be naming me this series. Look, Ian Amazon, Ian Twitch, they both got together and said, get rid of the boring characters who just do the same thing all the time. And that's not me, Richard. I'm talking about me. I'm the king of the world. I'm not a boring character. I'm the king of the world. You do the same thing all the time. I do not, because I'm the king of the world. And it doesn't go anywhere. I'm the king of the world. Don't look at me, because I'm the king of the world. Didn't your head come off? Only in the dream, Richard. Only in the dream that only you had. Here in the real world, I've always had my head on. How do you know that it's only in the dream I had? If it was a dream, you wouldn't know about the dream. I'm the king of the world, Richard. And not everything, because I'm the king of the world. The company said you hear what Richard Herring drank last night. You drink your head clean out. Of course I do. All my teeth, though, they come and say it. I am still here. I know I'm sitting here. They can read that. Yeah, no, you just sit there. Should I get off this? Should I get off the telly? No, just stay there. You just feel a bit of a plum. Yeah, I feel a bit of a plum as well. Every month, and there's only one. You lost a testicle. Yeah, didn't you know? No, you didn't know this. There's a new book called coming out. Can I have my ball back? Is it? Yeah. Let's hope the 167 people watching this all buy a copy. That's the least you can fucking do. Look at me. What have I become? I said you what you hadn't become. What's that? The king of the world, because that's me. I'm the king of the world. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's the king of the world. Well done, David Attenborough. I hope you enjoyed that, David Attenborough. We're nearly through, actually. There's and no one sent any birthdays in the whole time we've been off air, so thank you for that. I don't think they have. If they have, they're too late. So no birthdays, but I would love you to carry on with the birthdays, because I don't. Can I sit down? Yeah, you sit down. You're not doing anything for me. I feel sorry for my little birthday donkey. Here he is, and he's just sitting there, nothing to do. So do send in your birthdays if you've got that. No, here, don't send none in, please. Don't send none in here. Because I don't want them to go. I just want to die. Let me die. It's been 2 years of this already. Has it? Really? And I just don't get in touch. I want to die. Just let me die. There's no birthdays, thank goodness. I think Chris Evans has put together a magic button anyway for you. No, don't make me do that. Do send in your birthdays. You do need to have a collage or something to go with it. It can be for you, it can be for one of your friends. Email herring967 at gmail.com. It's good if it's JPEG. That's all I would say. That will help you getting your chances of getting in. Though I have to say your chances of getting on the show are pretty strong. Remember, it's for adults only. I'm not doing children or animals or any shit. It's no one's birthday today, is it? Yeah. No one's got a birthday. Yeah, no, it is. Don't make me do it, Richard. No one's got a birthday. So yeah. I mean, if they did and they were 96 years old, what would you think about that? No. I mean, it is the Queen we're talking about. No. She's got 2 birthdays as well. No. So that'll be 192 altogether, wouldn't it? No. What do you want to do? You want to oh, God in heaven. Why, God, why? Should we do jumps? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is for you, Majesty. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, come on, 33, I'm doing the best I can. 32, it's taking a long time. It's a lot of jumps. 38, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 34, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. I don't think she should really have this. 56. She hasn't sent in, a thing, has she? A picture. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. It's a very bad 68, 69. Very bad. It's hard to count and talk at the same time. Why are you talking? I'm the one talking. I'm the one counting. That's true. How many up to? I lost count. I think it's about 64. 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 76. Good point, actually. Someone's saying she did send in a card. And here's the card. With the 2 tiny horses. With the horse. And look, it's Hoary Horse. She's sent in a double. She's having a threesome with Hoary Horse. Look. Yeah, that is you, is it? That's a representation of you, yeah. Good point. Thank you very much for pointing that out. Should we start again? We've run out. I've lost count. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. And let's do a magic button that Chris Evans has promised. Oh, there's a wasp coming out of there, but I think it's actually just the wasp. There are some more wasps in here, but I think that's one. That's the skunk wasp. It's just looking at me from a little hole in the desk. It was a bit scary. That's just for me. Here's the magic button this week.
It's me,
What?
Chris Evans.
It's Chris Evans.
Not that one. Or that. Yeah, it's funny.
It's Chris Evans on holiday.
I'm on holiday and I've not had a chance to do a magic button this week. I'm very sorry. So I've got this. This is what I've come up with. This is me on my holidays. I'm very close to Colwyn Bay.
Nice.
Colwyn Bay. Here's my camping van that I've been.
Very nice. Blue and white as well.
And here is an Easter cupcake with a little rabbit on it, a little Easter bunny. I've seen some rabbits down the bottom there, and I attempted to film them for this, but I could not film them.
That's it.
That Attenborough fella, he's good at what he does, isn't he? Anyhow, happy birthday.
Good callback, Chris.
Today, and I'm sorry, Mr. Rich, I'll do better next time.
Good callback to the Attenborough bit. I don't know how you knew I was going to do that. That's very good. Chris Evans not the one. I don't know if you can see. He's so well camouflaged. He looks just like a floating head in the sky there. Very good camouflage from Chris Evans. Not that one. Good. Well, we pretty much exhausted everything. There's Trump walked out of a Piers Morgan interview and looks like he could die soon. And those people have been on cruises all the time because it's cheaper than having a house. I'm just thinking of doing that. That's all the news that's fit to print this week. So shall we just say goodbye? We didn't hear from Sally this week. You keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. All right, everybody. Lots of fun. Thanks to happiness, and you find yourself go into the toilet, and you're a man with a thing that's not great. Don't use a urinal, sit down and let it tea. That's, you worked on that, or I've been working on it down there on the floor, Richard, or you didn't larking around with Chris Evans, not that one. And nice to see him, nice to see what Chris Evans, not that one, looks like, isn't it? And he's a very good performer. He should be in the show. I came up with that. I also came up with Glankety-Glank, Glankety-Glank, doo-doo, Glankety-Glank, Glankety-Glank, doo-doo. Did somebody say Glankety-Glank? No, they didn't say Blankety-Blank. Woohoo! Glankety-Glank, 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 Glankety-Glank. We'll see you next week, probably. We're usually going to do these on Thursdays. But sometimes my wife's out on Wednesday nights, and it probably makes more sense to do this when she's not around, so that we can have some kind of life. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's lovely to be back. I've missed you all. I've missed you guys. I've missed you, Richard, too. Have you? No. Don't be fucking stupid. You'll just die like the other herrings that came before you, and then I'll be operated by some other cunt. We'll see. I think that's the big news. That's all the big news we've covered. So, see you next time on Super Match Game. Super Match Game. Goodbye, everyone. Bye. the king of the universe. Bye.